So this is a series that I created, hopefully to inspire and teach people how to write music using Musescore 4, which is a open source and free music software. So let's get started. We're going to be writing a piano melody similar to the styles of Mozart. So there will be a melody and accompaniment. It's just a toes in the water type of deal to get people more interested. Let's make a new score. Pick piano. We're going to keep it C major and default settings. We're going to give it a title and put it in here. Separate if you want any, and lyrics if there are any copyright. Started. And what I like to do is I like to go here, turn the page view into continuous view. It makes it a lot easier to write. So first things first, we're going to start with the melody. Or rather the theme, actually. In this case, we did a very simple up and down figure with an E, G, C. Pretty common, I would say, but it allows you to make a lot of variations on it, and overall it's a pretty fun theme. Right, so we're going to be using those building blocks to write a simple melody. So I'm going to start on the third, hold it out for 2, and we're going to go fifth, and then go back to tonic. But if you just stay in those 3 notes, it's going to get boring real quick. So sometimes it's good to just switch it up a little bit. So what if we resolve back to the E? How about we add a little bit more color by adding in 16th notes. Sounds good. Maybe fill around with it. Well, I like that a little bit more, so we're using that. Okay, what is up next is the melody. So we're going to take that theme and expand on it a little bit. So we have this melody right here where the theme gets transformed and made into a phrase, basically, where you have a beginning and you have an end, and in the middle there's some interest. So we're going to take what we have so far and build upon it. What about starting with the maybe 1 note higher. And then let's do the same phrasing. See if that works better. That resolves nicely, but it's a little bit slow. And I don't like this starting note, so maybe raise it down. That sounds a little bit better, so we're going to be keeping that. Okay, after that, simply I just add in the accompaniment, which is the bass figure. So what I did for here is just look at the chords that are used in the melody, use that to create a accompaniment bass figure with a. Now, if you're just writing a very simple melody and this is just to practice, I prefer using chords. So if you press Ctrl K, you can put a chord. For example, it can start at C, then go to the 5th, then this will be pretty good for a 6th chord, minor of course, and then resolve back to the root. So using those chords as guides, make sure you turn off the playing and the properties. We're going to be building a bass line. Again, there's still clashes of the E and the C. So maybe let's speed it up. That sounds a little bit better. To do that just right there, what you can do is you can press Ctrl X to copy and then Ctrl Shift Q to paste it 1 step lower, or half the duration. If you press Ctrl Shift W, it does it 2 times the duration. So that's pretty useful when you're speeding up stuff. What about That sounds nice. We're gonna be doing that. This time for the G. So this is what it sounds like with the bass notes. Now it is a little bit boring, so that is why we're gonna change up the notes a little bit. So you see that this goes up and down, but overall the structure goes up. So what we can do is we can start a little bit higher. And you can see that the structure goes down. This creates parallel contrast and makes the music more interesting. See? I think it's fine if we just leave it like this, since this measure is already left like this. But what if we do the same thing here? I think that works a little bit better. Now you can see that the jump here is actually pretty abrupt because it goes from A to C, which is major fifth up, and that is a leap. So instead what we can do is, since this is going to be used anyways, we could bring this down, move this up, move this up. We have the same notes in the... Okay, after that, what I did was just repeat the phrase, but varied it a little bit. I went a bit too far, I think, but overall it added a lot of variation and a lot of interest in the music. From here, let's continue a little bit. We're gonna copy and paste this. So it's the same exact bass line. But we're gonna take this and we're gonna add a variation to the melody. Let's hear it without the chords. Now, staying within our chord parameters, we're going to be changing this up a little bit. But here is where we change some things. Now, if we raise this up to a, let's see, an F, it will still be inside the chord range. It will just be a seventh. Bring this up a little bit. How about we bring everything up by one? There we go. And we can be a little bit more creative here. We have this. So we can do a run. Oops. Just because of how the chords are set up. So now that should work better. Let's put in the melody or the accompaniment and see if that works. Let's hear the whole thing. We can definitely change the ending a little bit because it needs to resolve it on C. Let's do a little bit cheesy and on a major chord. Oops, I forgot. Yeah, that's a major chord. Do a little staccato. There we go. Now this is our time to do the finishing, so we're gonna add dynamics. You want to think about the overarching story of the story. So since this is the beginning, we want to start a little bit quiet, a little bit timid, and then build up in the middle. Maybe decrease a little bit back there. And then go back here. And then increase here. And then this is where the forte will happen. And a little bit decrease at the ending. I think this would be better if it's on the second beat. So we're gonna shift, click on the bottom note, click on the top note, that'll select all of it. Control X, Control V, and that'll paste it back here. And then what we can do is a little, just the root note there. There we go. Thanks for watching. I'm trying out this new series, so please let me know what you think. And yeah, leave comments for suggestions and reviews. I'm going to be playing the song, beginning, see what we have.